Wolfe Farms. I'm Dawn, also known as Mitten Wolf.
And I'm James, also known as Wolf Photo. This podcast is brought to you by Wolfe Farms. You can find us on the internet at wolffarms.net. We're rolling into the month of April, so we have a new scent of the month, and that is Cucumber Melon. So you get 25% off everything in our shop that is scented in that fragrance, and so that's, I think we have our bath salts, soap, lotion, candles, you know, the usual stuff, and we have other sale items as well, so please swing on by and check that out. Want to welcome new and returning viewers. Thanks for joining us today. Got a quick podcast here, short list of segments for you.
And those include farm happenings in the coop, flown the coop, squeal like a pig, and roundup.
Yep, so
Roundup with prizes.
Yeah, that's it. We're wrapping up our Catchin It. So you guys stick around till the end to figure out who won, huh?
So farm happenings.
Yep, spring break.
Spring break for Jimmy.
Yeah.
Finished up all his midterms and tests and...
Yeah, his fun trigonometry,
Yeah, he got cookies on that day. I made him cookies. He was stressing.
Yeah, I'm trying to teach him to come see me before 10 o'clock at night when he's got questions about trig.
Well, he has a horrible teacher.
Yeah,
the teacher's always late. He doesn't.
Yeah, it's not a very good teacher, which makes learning a challenge.
Yeah, this is a teacher who has delayed the test for a month, and then when he does assign it, he only has 4 printouts of it, and he didn't go and make copies, so he starts writing it all on the board. So Jimmy, snapped it with his camera too. I mean, it's like, seriously, you couldn't take he's late all the time anyways. Go copy it,
Yeah. So anyways, needless to say, his trig teacher not getting an A in that class from the students, but yeah, so I help him out as much as I can, and particularly when he comes to me early enough where I can, my gears are still turning pretty well, but there's a couple nights I was up past 11 helping him, and I got to get up early in the morning to go to work, but he kind of made it through, so he's done with that. All the other classes I think he's having a good time in. It's just his teacher's kind of not very, very good. Seems like each semester he seemed to have one teacher, the English teacher last go around, trig teacher this go around. It's like, so it is what it is. That's school for you.
Yeah.
So what else?
It's Cosmo's birthday was yesterday. He's our big boy. He's our 22-pounder, and Papi Chulo's like very interested in all the projects. Say hi, Papa Chulo.
So yep.
So
Cosmo, he's the big boy.
He's the big boy. So, and then Papi had a vet appointment this week, and trouble. I know, you got poked. You got blood work. And then Trubby, we had the vet switch to a prescription food, so.
Yeah, because
we've had upper GI issues.
Yeah, their stomach doesn't agree with over-the-counter type food, so, but with... Thanks, buddy. I know. I love you, too.
Daddy dirty.
But with Weasley, when we got Weasley, we were getting him the Eukanuba, Royal Canin kitty food, and our cats think that was just like a treat. So they would only eat that. So, but then they started having issues with the food, and so we went back to the prescription. And we have to take. It was actually a change from what we were using before. And you have to take the cat up and have the vet check him out, and go through that whole routine.
So that's real fun when you got a cat and a puppy thinks he's gonna wrap my ankles with the leash.
He's rounding you up.
Yeah.
Huh? He's doing the puppy rodeo, huh?
Yeah.
Only
mommy's supposed to be holding him, not that cat.
Yeah. So but so that all went well.
Yeah, that was fun.
Fun stuff. It's always fun going up to the vet there. You want down? He just he's gonna jump, huh?
Jump.
All right, there you
So
go, buddy.
then our garden is growing really well.
Yeah, the weather's been good. We've been out there watering it a couple times a day, and so everything's really coming up. Even in the other section, your all your zucchini and squash and stuff are coming up.
Green beans, corn,
but yeah, looks like a little garden there.
But the weeds are just taking over, and I just really thoroughly did it the other day, and it's like,
yeah,
and they're. The word that was going to come out.
Yeah, I heard it.
They're piddly weeds because you barely touch it. I mean, there's no roots to them, and they just whoop away.
But there's a lot of them.
Yes, and they're weird looking. They're like little quarter things. And
so there goes all our vegetables that she doesn't realize. Just kidding. No, I know the difference. I know which weed she's talking about.
Yeah,
and they grow all over. You put water in the dirt over here and something's going to grow, but it's usually a weed of some sort. But in addition to our garden, our fruit trees are really going well, because we got the cherries and plums, apples, Asian pears, apricots, peaches, nectarines.
I haven't checked the pomegranate.
Pomegranate's growing well. I didn't see any flowers on it yet, so but that'll come in later. And then we have not a fig. That fig's still alive.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it's growing. See, it's always a late starter, so we
have tons of trees. That's why I'm like.
Yeah, well, we got 3 rows worth that goes back the length of our property there. So I was kind of walking through and trying to get some filming in of it so you guys can enjoy it as well. We've got one plum tree that's up on our back porch that's just covered in plums.
Those little green things, they've been falling off.
Yeah, well, those are probably the critters pulling them off, or the birds.
The Fuji tree has flowers too.
Yeah, and this Fuji
planted.
apple,
yep.
In memory of Fuji. So it's coming together. We got we'll see how long they stay on the tree before the birds and the chipmunks and the squirrels come by and steal it all, because they always tend to do that, But I'm hoping the stuff up by the house, like the Fuji tree and the plum tree, we'll leave those there where we can kind of keep an eye on them and see if they don't last a little bit longer. But there's one tree that I had planted actually from a seed, an apple tree, that this is years ago. This back, it takes a long time when you plant a tree from a seed for it to actually fruit. Well, we actually have flowers on it this year. This is the first time. It's funny because the person I'd got the seed from I used to work with, and then we had shifting around over the years of stuff, and now he's back working for me again, and he was asking about that tree, so I have to go tell him this when I go back this week that fruit tree that I got the seed from him from is actually flowering now. So but yeah, that's pretty. Huh? That's Kevin. But yeah, this is one that, because sometimes you open up an apple, and you'll see it already kind of sprouting. And so, when, because we, at lunchtime, everybody brings in fruit, we cut it up and all share. And so that's kind of how we do lunchtime. And so there's always someone brings in apples and, whatever's in season at the time. And he had brought in an apple, and it was a grapple. It's a grape apple. It's supposed to have that flavor of grape in there. And so that's what we actually planted. But the seeds always taste different. The fruit that comes out of a seed is different than the tree. And that's why when they do fruit trees, they always do it with, they graft the tree because that keeps the fruit the same. Because the genetics in that graft keep the same fruit. But when you do a seed, because of the way genetics work, it's a mix of the parent trees wherever the pollen came from. So sorry, I kind of got off track there, but this is supposed to be a quick podcast. I should shut up, huh?
I'm just seeing a big old truck coming over.
But
I get distracted.
Yeah. So anyway, so the garden's going good. The fruit trees are going. Like I said, I'm already seeing fruit on the ground. So like the birds are plucking off the not even ripe yet stuff. I see seeds from last year from the peach trees, and So yeah, we'll see. We always, it's always a battle to see if we actually get any fruit off all of the fruit trees that we have.
We haven't yet.
Because living in the desert, we're like the oasis, and so everybody comes over here and starts. We got the lake for the water, and then we got the fruit trees for the food, and we just got happy wild animals out here. So, but that's that. But
my orchid is blooming too.
Yeah, you got it's like
there's 3 full ones opened
it?
right now, but there's like 6 more budding.
Yeah, we were wondering because I'd gotten down the orchid for, was it Mother's Day last year, and it had already had the shoot with the orchids blooming and stuff, and Poppy's chewing on his way. But anyways, I got that for Mother's Day, and it over time, the little shoot starts to die off, and it just, we're like, now we just have a plant. Well, here several months back, a new shoot started coming up and had a lot of buds on it. So these are finally opening. So, maybe once a year. I think that's because it's about the same time that we bought it. So, but yeah, you've got probably, I think, 9 buds on there, and so it's like every couple days a new one will open up, and it's looking
Who
good.
I need to ask is Nina, This Old Knits podcast, because she is like
The orchid
queen. Yeah. I have no idea the name of this. She knows the names of hers and where they should be and what kind of soil. And so 2 podcasts ago on hers, she had shown different orchids, and it's like, wow.
Well, ours is white.
Yeah.
That's as much as I know about it. I should film it, and then like maybe that'll be enough information. And it's like yeah, it looked good in the store, so I bought it for you. So
I sniffed it, and I don't smell.
Yeah, there's anything. It's not very strong fragrance wise, but maybe it's.
I made him sniff it because my nose doesn't normally work. So
yeah, it's not a stinky orchid. I don't know if they have stinky orchids. Maybe that's the difference between the.
I keep waiting for it to grab something because
it's like the Venus fly.
Yes, that's what I keep watching.
Actually, we've been looking for those. Yeah, because
I know I want one.
I know you mentioned it. So occasionally I'll go through the garden area and look for the Venus flytrap. Those were a big thing here years ago, and I thought, I got to get one of those. Just but they don't. I can't find them. Not locally. I went and looked at Lowe's, and I looked at our Walmart garden section, and I think I even looked at Home Depot too, but nobody seems to carry those. Those are like out of fashion right now. You don't want the
carnivorous plant.
Yeah, I know.
Because then what's that play? Because there's a big one, and it's a musical. Yes.
Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh, thank you.
That was a movie. I didn't know it was
a play.
When would I have gone to a play?
I've never seen the movie either, so.
Well, no, there's a movie called Little Shop of Horrors. That's
Okay, that's where it's from.
There's our movie reference for this podcast.
We've never seen.
Yeah. Well, no, I've seen the Little Shop of Horrors movie. I just haven't seen the play. I didn't realize it was a play.
You have?
Yes. It's an old movie. It goes right in there with all of my trivia. I have a wealth of information that's worthless, but yeah, and I've seen a lot of movies that you probably shouldn't admit to seeing because they're that bad, but anyways.
So in the coop.
Let's move on to the knitting stuff, huh? Well, you guys are really here, huh?
Yep. And I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because there was a couple days that I took off because I was so busy trying to get my finished object done this week. Because I was trying to get it done for the Knitted Paradise podcast thing, and I missed it by an hour-ish,
Yeah.
But I had to go to sleep.
She was fading pretty quickly.
That was the morning
there.
I was up at 4:30, and it was like... So this is my Scrappy Happy blanket, and I did the 5 squares on it. So these are all Left Field Knitter minis that she sent me. I loved this one. If you haven't noticed, I am obsessed with this color. This is Essie Playdate. In fact, I just bought a whole other bottle because I'm obsessed with it. See? I would wear this every day.
That's her new favorite color.
Yes, I'm just, So, yep, I was really excited to knit with that one. So, yep, I got some done, and it's getting big. And then Oh, the pattern for this is, I show it every week. It's the Memory Blanket by Georgie Nicholson. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. And then last night in my studio in the green bag. And for our next Catchin It, we have this exact bag as a giveaway that Michelle sent. So that'll be a fun prize. And this is my plain sock. It's the julianasfiber.com in the I Smell Snow colorway.
Better start knitting it up quicker before it melts.
I know, huh? I didn't knit it until church last night, so I love it. Uh-oh, flying needles. Flying needles. Kind of like the flying broom.
Yeah.
I'm a little
Harry Potter.
I'm going through my whole Harry Potter re-listening phase right now. So here's my Dickie Do. And then, so I did quite a bit last night. And I was taking lots of notes too, so I'm surprised I did that much.
Get your row counter going and everything else.
So.
Pretty cool.
And Hayas 2.25.
Now you got the other one finished already, right?
No.
Or is that
This is
that's
my
your
first
other
one.
that's your other
Yeah.
sock, your
Yeah.
Hermione sock is.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep track of how many feet you have done.
I know. So, I love this bag. It just makes me smile. My poo bag.
Yeah.
And then in my Slip Stitch Studio bag, I have my Hermione sock that James was just mentioning, and that is a Erica Luter pattern. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. He's just going to sleep sitting there like that. So I did just a little bit. My projects didn't get much done because of my finished object. So just a little bit. I love this pattern though. And these are 2.25 also needles, Haya bamboo. And my Dickie Do's right there. So, and this is the second sock. Yeah, I love this.
Do you normally knit top down? Or is that?
No.
I was gonna say you normally go the other direction. So.
Yeah, but with double points, I always go top down. I don't know why. Just a
Habit.
thing. Yeah. So, and the yarn is Sunshine Yarns Superwash Sock Yarn in the Hogwarts Express colorway.
Yep. You got the one done.
The one's
so you
done,
got this
yeah.
is the
Yeah, this will
second
be
one.
done next week. That's my goal because
Well, you had focus.
then it's like
Yeah, you get down.
it's like ooh.
Not
So,
enough for another square in your sock blanket there. Huh?
I'm hoping I do because my finished object I barely had a yard, so it definitely does not have.
Yeah. Well, I know those squares are bigger in your
Yeah.
your mitered squares. So.
Hey, buddy. You look so tired. He was out bunny hunting, huh?
Yeah. I took him out and tried him out. They have a good old time when I'm out doing the videoing of the trees and stuff. You know, they're just kind of following along. He picks up every stick he can find.
And poo.
Well, not a stick. We're out by we're past the chicken area.
Yeah, so I am spinning, or I have spun both bobbins of the yarn I'm spinning on my Louette Julia. And I have spun the Black Trillium Fiber Studio in the Watermelon colorway, and I've spun 4 ounces of the Village Spinning and Weaving Merino in the Salmon colorway. And I am 2-plying these together, and I just started that this week because there's quite a few days I didn't even get to spinning this week. So, but it's perfectly barber pulling, you know, because the one is solid. So, and it should do like a stripe too because of how I did the watermelon. Like it was like green, pink, white, green, pink. So it should also have a striping effect with the barber pull. So I'm excited to see how much yardage I get. And Papi is always my spinner helper. he'll either put his front paws on my feet, so you see him do this, or he always wants to be in my lap. He's a snuggle bunny.
Yep.
So he's always...
He likes attention.
Yes.
He likes to be there in the middle of it all. Like now. You just can't see. He's just napping in my lap.
In the crook of your arm. So, yeah. So I think now I am to Flown the Coop.
Hey.
And this is the Snowy Tempest by Angelia Megara, and it's in her Earth Wonder collection. You can also buy it separately or in the ebook. And I'll show you a picture. It is a paid-for pattern. And I did this with the awesome Show Me Yarn, Etsy.com shop Show Me Yarn. And I have my leftover yarn on here. It's in the boot heel base, fingering weight Spook Light, superwash merino nylon 80/20. And if this didn't have that on here, I would swear this had cashmere in it. It is so, and after I soaked it, I could not believe it got even softer.
Yeah.
Because it was such a joy to knit with because of the softness, and it's a nice twist. It didn't split with my needles, and just everything about it. It was like, and I have raved and raved about this yarn, that it reminds me of a Kincaid painting.
Oh yeah.
And all their yarns are this way because they sent you that green one and I bought a red one.
Yeah.
And it's got a light.
Yeah.
It's I don't know how to...
Glows.
It glows. Their yarn glows. Show Me Yarn. And I know they're at a festival this weekend, so their shop is closed while they're I can't remember which yarn festival they're at, but...
So you just gotta wait to see what
they
have left over.
Yeah, for when they do the updates. They have this purple
Yeah.
gradient set, and it's just... This color is like the second and I'm like, So this is the Snowy, I'm trying to see.
Is
that the front or the back? I don't think it really matters. But
yeah, that's all your focus knitting time this week has been to finish that.
Because I literally only had this much done last week. I took off my Dicky Doo, but I only had like that much of the applied border. So I did all of that.
And just short of having it done in time to put it into the...
Yeah, Lucia's... but yeah, it is huge. It is definitely my arm wing. My
wingspan.
My wingspan, yeah. It is just gorgeous. And it's...
Yeah, I like the colors. The
colors are just phenomenal. And the pattern was so fun because, you had a little bit of... some cabling, and then you have lace, and it was just a really fun pattern. And the whole beginning is the garter, so this is just so I just cannot tell you how much this yarn is. And Krista, one of the I got hung on my earring. I'm just all over. She is one of the dyers of, I think there's 3 or 4 of them that dye for Show Me Yarn. But she is the designer of the Punky Rooster that... I'm getting all quacked up here. She is the designer of the Punky Rooster that we always show at the end of our podcast from the very beginning. Why we even started that, I think we were just screwing around.
Our bark, 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 as that's the fading music, they're rocking out to our
yeah. So he's always been like one of our little mascots at the end, but she's doing a kit. So they've done a colorway in their shop, Show Me Yarn. So you guys... Yeah. And that was a really fun knit. He's just... How can you not...
How can you not have a farm without a rooster on it?
Yeah. So, this is just so... pretty.
As you can tell, Tom's very much enjoying that. So.
And we've had some cooler days this week, but it didn't... And now we're up in the 80s again, so it won't be wearing it. Though next weekend I think it's supposed to get cooler, so maybe then I can. But it's just, I just wish you could feel it.
Well, she'll just turn on the air conditioning and then sit in here with it on.
That's true. Yeah. In the mornings I could, but it is so pretty.
Yeah. Awesome. Flow in the coop.
Flow in the coop. I guess I'll be quiet now. You got to go get you some.
Yeah.
Go get you some.
When they're back from their show.
Yeah. I imagine them selling out. Yeah. So they're going to have to get really busy this week, Dawn. So where am I?
Squeal like a pig.
I know. I get so I'm
distracted.
Still squilling. Yeah. So Squeal Like a Pig. I ordered some yarn, and it came this week. And this is Freckled Whimsy. She's the owner and designer, Carrie, and it's freckledwhimsy.com. I just love her card. And she had Zot candies. Oh, look at this cute postcard. Pixar. And she had Zot candy. Jimmy, he's been wanting to grab these. Do you remember Zots? You're diabetic. Yeah. You probably don't, but...
I was deprived as a child just because of...
One guess what color is in this. This is the Caboodle, and it is Serendipity 7525 Superwash Merino Nylon, 460 yards. And this is the Wonderland. So it's 7525 because it has the stellina in it. And it's not the... Ooh, I'm picking out stellina. It is like the perfect stellina.
Just enough of glimmer, huh?
Yeah, you just a little bit, because that one I'm knitting right now, it's like the stellina's falling off of it. That geek.
Yeah, there's a very glittery.
Look at this. It is so pretty. And this is super soft, too.
And there's areas that match your nails.
Yes, it does. So, yeah, and you've got ink on this one, so that's the matching blue. But yeah, it's like, I had first ordered it thinking socks, but I'm like...
So maybe another shawl, huh?
Yeah, I wear them a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling the warmth, though, right now. I'm like, woo! So, so pretty. And Caboodle, I don't know if she named it after these 80s thing. It was a little makeup thing. I'm sure your sister had to have one. It looked like a fishing tackle box, but they were done in the cool colors. I had like a peachy pink one. And
let's put it this way. If my sister had one, I would have not known about it. But
you would have put stuff in it just to aggravate is why I thought you might remember.
Put fishing tackle in there, huh?
Well, because you opened it up and it had the mirror and all the different little trays that you could put your lip gloss in. So
it's your flashback too, huh?
Yes, I'm having the hot things and
dating yourself.
No, I'm really not having hot flashes. It's just hot here. But so pretty. So that was exciting.
Cool.
So I got to do the crinkle because you don't hear that very often on here. So I think we're into Roundup.
Are we? Well, we have our Catchin It, right?
Yeah,
we're
going to get into the winners. Our winter Catchin It finished up this past week, and we have 3 winners for that. And we already got the threads open for the spring Catchin It, which is April, May, June.
Yeah.
So.
And our Catchin It is where any completed object that's, knitted, crocheted, spun, whatever, you put it in there. And as long as you complete it during the Catchin It period, you can throw it in there and you might win a prize or 2. Well, I guess you only get 1. Everybody gets 1 chance to win.
Yeah. So we had a donation from leftfieldknitter, and she donated these cool stitch markers and a bag, and she even has one of her leftfieldknitter pins on here, and they all match. So it's the rainbow little stitch markers, and the number for this was 553, which is MollioMali. That totally just reminds me of that. I'm going to go on a tangent. The cat, Disney cat, Aristocats. Thank you.
O'Malley.
I know Courtney yelled that one out at me. I heard it that time. She's not too far away. So MollioMali.
O'Malley, the alley cat.
Thank you. There's a whole song.
See, it's been a while since I watched Aristocats, but
so. Email me, message me on Ravelry with your real name and address, because I'm sure your real name's not Molly O'Malley, because there was no name, so I really don't know what her name could be. Molly.
Yeah, could be.
I don't know.
Could be.
Or it could be her dog. She has a Rabbitar. So it could, I don't know.
Well, get in touch with us.
Get in touch with me, and this will be coming your way. And then we had packyknits design. She donated a skein of yarn in her shop, Heidi. And the number for that was number 6, which is Sonic Freak. S0 in it. I see Freak, Amanda.
Okay.
So you get to go to her shop and choose a skein of yarn. packyknits also has a coupon code Wolf16, and it's till May. So you still got a whole other month to get a discount in her shop.
Awesome.
I saw something come up on my iPad. It's so distracting when it does that. And I'm like, ooh. So then we have a Wolf Farm soap lotion set. And that goes to number 326, which is ctagility, which is Carol. And just message me with your full name, address, and which scent. Yeah. Go to our shop to see which, what's in stock too. Mm-hmm. So we'll send that off to you.
All right.
So congratulations.
Congratulations to all our winners. Thanks for participating. We had a lot of participation. Of course, it's 3 months, so
that's true.
And you guys knit a lot.
Yeah. And we'll be, getting prizes for the next Catchin It. We have the Studio in the Green cute sock bag, which is this exact bag that Michelle donated. And if you have anything to donate, or you just get in touch with us, and
throw that in, and
it'll be more prizes.
Join in and with the fun of our Catchin It.
Yep.
And I was going to say something, but completely
zoned out. You?
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
It happens. We'll save it for next podcast. Then we won't be leaving you wanting more. Yeah. So I guess that's about it then. Mm-hmm.
So until next time,
let's get cracking and Catchin It.
Bye,
y'all.